Verse of the day, the 13th of November. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. Psalm chapter 91 verse 14. Psalm chapter 91 is a beloved psalm of protection, often read for comfort and assurance. It describes God's sheltering presence and promises protection for those who trust in him. The psalm speaks of God's provision and security amid dangers, pestilence, and fear. In verse 14, the psalmist presents God's response to those who truly love and trust him, promising deliverance and elevation. God assures those who set their love upon him that he will personally protect, honor, and exalt them. This verse shifts to God's perspective, revealing his heart for those who know and love his name. This verse promises deliverance and elevation for those who love and trust God. Because he has set his love upon me. This phrase describes a deep, intentional love for God. It's a choice to devote oneself to him wholeheartedly. Therefore I will deliver him. In response to this love, God promises deliverance and protection. This deliverance is both physical and spiritual, offering freedom from fear and harm. I will set him on high, because he has known my name. To know God's name is to know his character and trust in who he is. God honors those who have a close, trusting relationship with him by lifting them up and giving them a secure place above their troubles. Psalm chapter 91 verse 14 is an invitation to deepen our relationship with God, assuring us that when we love him wholeheartedly, he responds with protection, honor, and security. In Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 9, know therefore that the Lord your God, he is God, the faithful God who keeps covenant and mercy with those who love him and keep his commandments. Like Psalm chapter 91 verse 14, this verse promises God's faithfulness to those who love him. In Psalm chapter 37 verse 4, delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. This verse highlights the blessings and favor God gives to those who devote themselves to him. In Isaiah chapter 43 verse 2, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. God's promise to be present and protect his people reflects the assurance of deliverance given in Psalm chapter 91. In John chapter 14 verse 21, he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and manifest myself to him. Jesus promises that those who love him will experience his presence, much like the deliverance and elevation promised in Psalm chapter 91 verse 14. In Romans chapter 8 verse 28, and we know that all things work together for good to those who love God. Paul's assurance that God works for the good of those who love him reflects the promise in Psalm chapter 91 verse 14. In James chapter 4 verse 8, draw near to God and he will draw near to you. This verse echoes the invitation to build a close relationship with God, with the promise of his presence and blessing. Psalm chapter 91 verse 14 reminds believers that a life rooted in love for God is one of true security and honor. This verse encourages us to intentionally set our love upon God, making him our priority and center. For the church today, this verse is a call to trust deeply in God's character, finding peace in the knowledge that he delivers and protects those who know his name. In times of fear, uncertainty, or danger, we can rely on God's promise to lift us above our circumstances. Loving God means aligning our hearts with his, trusting his character, and resting in his faithful promises. As we deepen our relationship with him, we find confidence in knowing that he is our protector, and he honors those who trust in him wholeheartedly. God bless you and give you grace after grace.